Hey, Scuba.
Notice anything different?
Can't say I do.
Must say, laddie! It's a sparkle with grease! And you may ask, Scuba, you old salt, have you lost your rudder? Are you planning to cook yourself into buttered jam?
The thought crossed my mind.
No, lad. I'll show you. You see that, lad? The blue-finned crayfish is a fearsome warrior. Not just because its claws are sharper than the bristles on my lip, but also because it's as slippery as a shiver pea taking an afternoon dip. So, how do you fight slippery? By being muckle slippery yourself.
I'll remember that next time I'm in a bind.
Oh, and I've only just begun, lad. If you've a moment, I'll continue my tale. Aye, so we return to my time on the grapnel. Against the protestations of my heart, I forsook the rod and line for the harpoon. For years, we trawled the outer rim, spearing every fish that happened across our path. Talented as I was, I speared more fish than the rest of the crew, put together. Fool as I was, I didn't have the wisdom to be ashamed. The dread Captain Wanyak Wet took notice. He showered me in brevets, gave me the best of catches, and scarcely a year after I left Chakavitar, I became his first mate. Shortly after my promotion, we were on our way to Manan to sell the carcass of a gooberfish. But, wham! Just as we dove out of hyperspace and the great ocean world streaked into view, so did she. The most glorious creature I'd ever beheld. A whale of marvelous proportion. But swimming through Manan's orbit like it was nothing but an easterly current back home. I was transfixed.
No kidding. How close did you get?
Funny you should ask. I didn't have long to set my eyes abulge before he crashed headlong into her. The grapnel bounced off her like chum off flotsam. We plummeted down to the ocean, sundering the grapnel on the sea floor, where a gang of pirate quarren were holed up. The filthy Zephyrs. We swam out to the ribbon hull and found ourselves surrounded by quarren. Demanded all manner of things, including our bounty of fish. So, away we swam, Captain Wet, the crew and myself. But, blind as we were at such depth, we shortly ran into a dead end, finding ourselves surrounded by quarren. Find me again, and I'll continue the tale.
Oh, Cal. I see you have already looked inside.
We did. Hope that's all right.
Quite. Anything you found is yours for the taking. It would make me happy to see it put to good use. I will be leaving Koboh soon.
Where are you going?
My owners have relatives on Onderon. I will seek them out. But no matter what, I am committed to learning some more practical skills.
Practical skills?
Medicine, surgery, healing. What happened in those caverns was terrible. And I was powerless to help. I will learn to prevent that, Cal.
It's hard to stop suffering in this galaxy, but always worth the effort.
Huh?
Gulu, Guido, what's going on?
Just bemoaning the sorry state of affairs in this place.
What did the raiders do this time?
No, not them. We were talking about how things ain't like the good old days.
When we started out here, life was grand.
Place was nearly empty.
Barely anyone to bother you.
Sounds like paradise.
Well, it's the way of the galaxy. The only constant is change, and everything gets worse with time.
Yeah, and there's always one Turgle everywhere you go. So long.
Something smells good.
That would be Great-Grandma Pyloon's potato and amber patty.
How'd she learn to cook so well?
Oh, she had no choice. With 8 children, 36 grandchildren, and 2 lost cats, she was cooking for a small army.
I'm glad we can still enjoy her recipes.
Me too. Grandma Pyloon's cooking lives on. But the lost cats, not so much.
Doing good, Grease?
Kid, not now. I get the feeling monks secretly turned this place from Pyloons to monks, going behind my back, trying to make my masterpiece into his masterpiece. Whatever. I gotta figure out what he changed, if he changed anything.
Did he really stand up to that mean mug with the regenerating limbs?
His limbs regenerate?
That's right. There's all sorts of mean critters on Koboh, but every one of them would run for the hills after one look at Ravis. But you stood your ground, Cal.
Probably wasn't the smartest move, but it felt right.
You know what you fight for, and you're not afraid of a challenge.
Am I that easy to read?
Nah, but I know a fighter when I see one. And the Valley could use more of your like.
I'll try not to pick too many fights.
Mm-hmm. I'll believe it when I see it. Talk soon.
You're back! Oh, it's really good to see you.
It's good to see you too. How are things around here?
Between you and me, I think the management is much improved.
No more raider trouble here? Any threats we should be aware of?
Well, not since you put Ravis on the run. Come to think of it, they've been very quiet since then.
That's what worries me.
Hi, Cal.
You seem different in here, Cal.
How so?
Well, you're more relaxed, for sure.
I guess. Grease did a good job with this place. Feels like home.
Grease. Not sure I'll ever meet another Latero like him. That was supposed to be a compliment. Stay alert out there.
So, this whole running around the galaxy, beating down bullies thing you got going on, what do you get at it?
Well, it's a better use of my time than drinking my life away in a cantina.
That you're wrong on, bud.
So what'd you do before you came here?
I used to perform in a medicine show. I was required to dress in garish outfits and read fortunes, while others would scam the audience.
That sounds a little demeaning.
Yes, but the experiences we carry always have a use, Sojourner. When I arrived on Koboh, I noticed a charlatan trying to swindle someone with fool's priorite.
How'd you know?
He wore long sleeves in the heat.
Sleight of hand, huh? I saw a merchant on Corellia do that.
An old trick. Well, I stopped the sale, and Doma has been grateful ever since.
And the swindler?
Tried the trick on the raiders, so I hear, and sealed his fate. Now is not the time to speak.
So Coruscant turned out to be a creative dead end, huh?
Exactly. Life's too big to waste on something that isn't working out. You understand?
Yeah, I gotcha. So you took off?
Mm-hmm. Abandoned my label, my penthouse, the promise of fame, all of it.
Where'd you go?
Left my agents a note and hopped on the next transport to Kuat.
An industrial world. Just like your home world, right?
Yep. New and familiar, all at the same time. Hey, Cal, let's talk another time. Mine's racing with ideas right now.
Seeing these battle droids about takes one back, doesn't it?
Maybe a bit.
Oh, the Clone Wars. Those were the good years.
I've never heard anyone say that before, Moran.
Oh, sure. A separatist secession backed by tax-loathing free marketeers begins. Just as I'm establishing a profitable extrajudicial shipping operation. They paired like wine and flatcakes.
Well, I'm glad you enjoyed it.
Apologies, I'm being insensitive. You probably fought in the Clone Wars as a child soldier, right?
No, not exactly.
Well, I suppose it's all over now, along way or another. Talk later, hmm?
Hey, Monk.
You look tired. Take a load off.
See you later, Monk. Hey, Monk. Where'd you and Grease meet?
I probably shouldn't say.
Gambling den?
That's right. I was tending bar for a sabacc game that Grease frequented. He was looking for a partner. I was looking for a change of venue. We got to talking, and before long, that was that.
You could have found a safer place to make a credit.
I'd choose the Bedlam Raiders over my old line of work any day of the week.
Let's hope you don't have to make that choice.
Great to see you.
What's your academy like?
Oh, amazing. Every building is partially suspended with repulsors. The campus looks like it's floating over the ground. It's magical.
It sounds like a hard place to leave behind.
It was, but things were changing. Looking down, you used to see nothing but nature. The ground is covered in ferrocrete now. All part of an Imperial control zone. We'll talk soon.
You asked how life was different in my day. For one, I believe we were more charitable to one another.
Yeah, the Empire has everyone so afraid they just look out for themselves. What was it like back then?
Once I was running an errand for Master Kree, very time-sensitive business. I moved with such haste, I blew out my motivator. I was perfectly aware and completely immobile. Most embarrassing.
How'd you get moving again?
By chance, a friendly bystander diagnosed my predicament and graciously installed a replacement.
That's generous. Out here, they'd probably scrap you for parts. How'd you repay them?
I didn't. I never saw him again, but weeks later, I was able to help someone else. That chain of kindness kept the Republic going. For a while. I'm busy, young Jedi.
Isn't it a little dark down there for fishing?
A true fisher doesn't rely on the sun to do the seeing. A true fisher fishes with the mind. Sink your eyes on this. You're asking yourself, how in the deep did old Scuba know where the fishy was hiding? And what you don't know is that the barbed hoodfish always travels northward.
How does it always travel north?
Well, you see, north, it's a relative, fine, I bumped into it on my way down. But a true fisher knows that a pocket full of luck is more important than some cod migration pattern. Now for a story, if you've the time.
So Scuba, whatever happened with the pirates?
So there we were, 4 Quarren, armed with spears, each way a mind to make a mantelpiece of my wee rubbery head. I looked over to me captain, and he stared right back, waving his arms like a goober fish in heat. At the harpoon I held in my hand. Oh, for a black instant, I considered nailing those pirate Quarren to the rocks with my harpoon. But something stopped me from pulling the trigger. Perhaps it was the sparkle that caught my eye. The sparkle of a passing glumbrig eel. What would those pirates say to a whole school of glumbrig eels? A crackle and a sparkle as they be, thought I. So I opened my wee mouth and emitted the mating call of the eel.
You speak eel?
Aye, but I forgot to turn on me comb. We Scoover alone heard the cry. But my demented expression put such a fright on the quarren that they dropped the blasters. By the time they'd come to the senses, we were swimming away as fast as our flippers could carry us. It was only later, as we fled aboard the Zephyr's schooner, that I realized how close the real danger was. But I shall continue my tale next time.